Okay, y'all. So I got a video that I wanted to do about my past week and what I was experiencing. And if I cry, don't laugh. It's just like it was a tough week last week for me, and it was a good week, but it was what I was dealing with on a personal note, emotionally. And so all last week I was dealing with insecurity. I mean, major insecurity. I mean, insecurity from everything from afraid to post things, being afraid to post things on social media because I was feeling like I was going to be rejected, to making phone calls or going to meet people, or even down to being insecure just with myself, period. And I mean, it really beat me up. It really, 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 really beat me up. Now, of course, I know about prayer, and of course, I know how to war and pray against emotions and negative feelings and all that stuff. And I did do that, but I think the most important lesson that I had to go learn all last week, and now I'm just getting into the mode where I am actually talking to God about it today, which is why I'm making the video. Last week, God talked to me about the root, and He was telling me that I needed to deal with the root of a thing, and the root thing and the thing was rejection. And I'm not even going to say the enemy did this. I'm going to say that Jesus allowed me to feel this emotion so that I would know that this is the thing, the root thing. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this rejection that you've been dealing with for years, right? And so I believe He allowed me to go through the emotion, allowed me to experience it, because when I was a teenager and on up, I dealt with rejection and self-esteem issues like a lot of people. And then I've overcome it, and learn how to deal with it. We're getting older, and you learn how to deal with it, especially when you were learning to form a relationship with Christ, and you're learning who He is, and who you are in Him, and all that good stuff. But last week it hit me so hard, just because He was talking to me about the root, and I kept getting the word root. I kept getting it. And it kept coming up. And I was like, okay. And so He started talking to me about rejection. And I started going back and digging into when I was a kid and where that rejection could have started. And I was in agreement where I know exactly where it stems from and how it shows up in my life right now. And it played, and it was showing up so heavy last week. Oh. And so I wanted to make this video to remind everybody of this thing. That my security and your security, and I hope I'm looking in the right place. If I'm not, just listen to this. Rejection shows up in our lives so that we will not receive our place in this world. So that we won't receive the purpose and the plan that God has for us in this world. If we receive rejection and take on and wear rejection, we will shun ourselves from all of the possibilities that God has laid and mapped out for us. We will shy away from people, and we will shy away and cancel out people because we are afraid of them rejecting us. But in reality, everybody is not going to like you. So you have your tribe, right? You have your set of people who you are made for. When you wear rejection, and when you're consumed with rejection, you cancel out your presence. You know, you just refuse to let your light shine, because ultimately rejection is supposed to kill your self-esteem. It's supposed to kill your point of view of yourself. It's supposed to kill your security, right? So this is the lesson that Jesus, the ultimate lesson that I had to learn, is that my security and your security is not found in people, places, or things. It's not found in a like. It's not found in a share. It's not found in what you can produce to give to other people. It's not found in pictures. It's not found in clothing. It's not found in food. It's not found in the car you drive. It's not found in how much money you make. It's not found in things, people, places, or things. It's found, your security is in the arms of Jesus. It's how Jesus views you. And we all know the thoughts that he thinks towards us. Good thoughts. Plans to prosper us. But most importantly, above all of those things, his thoughts towards us is that he genuinely, without a question, without any question, Jesus is in love with us. He is in love with me, and I find peace in him. You can find peace in him. You can find joy in him. All you need is Jesus. The security that we are searching for when we deal with that spirit of rejection, when we deal with rejection, it keeps us from clinging to the truth. And the truth is that we were never rejected. Man may reject us. Things may reject us. Places may reject us. Stuff may reject us. But Jesus will never reject us. He may reject our ways, but he loves us unconditionally. There is nothing that we can do to keep Jesus from loving us. So that spirit of rejection blinds us from that truth. We're so caught up in what we don't have, how we're feeling, what we don't feel, what we look like, what we don't look like. You know what rejection carries. And so I was so insecure last week, and feeling so insecure last week, and but I had to remember this thing. That he loves me, he adores me, he watches over me, he is for me. That's Tasha Cobbs. And I'm telling you that when you begin to receive the truth, it will break the root. It will uproot that root of rejection. Because if we continue to live with a spirit, if we continue to allow that spirit of rejection to live within us, we are setting ourselves up for failure, bitterness, a lifetime of incompleteness. We're setting ourselves up for a lifetime of failure, a lifetime of bitterness, a lifetime of rejection, a lifetime of never trying, a lifetime of never going and getting what it is we deserve, a lifetime of we're gonna look up one day and try to figure out, where did my life go? And we spent our lives harboring rejection and feeling insecure and being sad about who we are and not loving ourselves and not taking time to get to know ourselves and spending time not getting to know Jesus. And a lot of people who know Jesus still deal with rejection, but there's no way, hear me, there's no way that Jesus could be the head of your life and you're still dealing with being rejected all the time. The point of Jesus being in your life is so that you can learn all there is to know about who he is in your life and who you are in him and how he delivers and set free. Rejection is a bondage. That is bondage. So if you're still living in that bondage, you need deliverance now, because I'm telling you, it's a bad way to live. I dealt with that for so long, and I dealt with it because I didn't know what Jesus had to offer. So I'm just believing now that if you're watching this video and you don't know how to get free from rejection, I pray right now over your life right now. I hope I'm pointing the right camera or whatever. I pray right now that you will begin to discover Jesus like you've never discovered Jesus before. I declare right now that you will find and you will begin to discover him and his restoration and his deliverance over your life like never before. You are good enough. You are safe in his arms. There is nothing that anybody can say to you or do to you that can devalue you in Jesus' eyes. There's nothing at all. You are secure. And if you are looking to people, places, and things for approval to live your best life, you are in the wrong church. You are in the wrong kingdom. You need to be over here in the kingdom of Jesus, and you need to be over here getting all of this love that he has for you. I'm telling y'all, I know that he allowed me to feel that, experience that last week, so that I could see that, Jasmine, this is still a thing. This thing is still showing up in your life. And listen, it takes time, because you'll get healed, you'll be healed from a certain thing. And it's levels to it, because think about a tree being planted, man. There's so many roots that has to hold, there are so many roots up under the ground that holds up this one tree. It's deep down in there, so you got this root of rejection and bitterness. It's so many, it shows up here, and you have to deal with it. So he's still dealing with me about this. I'm not going to be surprised if something else comes up, because it's deep down in there. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, I thank him because I've come so far when it comes to my self-esteem and my confidence. Okay, and the root of low self-esteem and lack of confidence is rejection. So when you find out where that rejection began, you can say, okay, God, this is the spot. Okay, God, reveal to me, where did this start? Okay, I mean, teens and kids, they deal with low self-esteem all the time. But it's because they're trying to find their place in the world where they fit in at. But it's up to us, just like I deal with youth on a daily. So it's up to me to make sure that I take what I experienced when I was a teenager and making sure that I let them know this, and this can be fixed like this, and this. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, it's up to us. And I'm telling you, I dare you to just start asking God to reveal to you where this rejection started. Because if you're dealing with low self-esteem and your confidence is lacking, somewhere along the line, you're either dealing with some rejection, or just ask him, Lord, show me where this stems from. What is the root to my low self-esteem? What is the root to my insecurity? And he will show you. And when you get that, when he reveals it to you, then you begin to ask him for deliverance. And deliverance doesn't always feel good, and it doesn't always look the way you think it's going to look. But I just wanted to share that and say, you are secure and you are safe in his arms. And I promise you that whatever you are feeling like, and whatever the enemy is trying to, whatever he's lying to you about yourself, don't believe the hype. Don't believe his hype, because he's a liar. You are strong. You are important. What I say, you is smart. Listen, you all of that. And you got to carry it. You have to start believing what the word says about you. I'm telling you, I need to put out something. What just scripture is all about. Who we are in Christ. Man, I'm telling y'all, you are good and you are loved and you are secure. You have every reason to feel secure. When you wake up in the morning, you have every reason to feel like your life is going to go the way you want it to go. While you're going throughout your day, you have every reason to feel like anything you want to get accomplished, you can. You got every reason to feel like anything you ask for, you can have it. You can. And even if you don't get as many views or whatever, whatever, it's just because you don't. I'm telling you, your tribe of people, your set of people are there. You're reaching somebody, and what I've been learning with being in business, I have 2 businesses, and what I've been learning is about target audience, okay? And I had to learn that I'm not for everybody, and everybody is not for me. So it was hurting my feelings at the beginning because I felt like everybody wasn't accepting me. But then I had to learn. One of the biggest lessons is that you have a target audience, and he will slowly bring those people in, or he'll put you to who needs you. Okay, you're not for everybody. I'm telling you, you don't find security in others or things or places. You find security and safety in His arms. I'm telling you right now. You need to start asking God to reveal to you where this is coming from, show you where this stems from. And you may like it, you may be all right with what you're seeing, you may not. But the point is that while He's showing you this, He has you, He's holding you together. And He's not going to let you, and it may hurt to see it, it may hurt to go back there, but you got to go there, you got to go there, and you got to stay in that until it pulls you so you can deal with that, okay? You are not what the enemy wants you to believe. You're not less than, you are not unloved, you are more than loved, all right? So that was my word for today. And I hope it blessed somebody. I know I talk fast or loud or whatever, but I just had to share that, y'all, because I'm telling you, these are the times where God is really raising up His people, His daughters, His sons, and like we gotta be able to we are a got to be catalysts for change. We got to be ambassadors for Christ, but we also have to make sure that we can reach the people who are closest to us. Okay, and we got to do it. We can't do that without first having the relationship with Jesus first and a relationship with ourselves and being real with ourselves. Okay, all right.